All right, so we're here in Redmond with John Starkweather from the Kin team, which is a newly announced Microsoft team.
Very excited to be here.
So what do you got there in your hand, John?
I'm holding the Kin 2, which is the larger of the two phones that we have just unveiled today. So I'm going to peel back and give you a demo. So this here, it's got some demo content on it. This is Ryan Danner's phone, and what you're looking at right now is the Kin Loop. So this is a mixture of both the information coming from my friends on all my social networks, whether that's Facebook, Windows Live, Twitter, or MySpace, that come in as updates are happening, as well as the information that I've subscribed to that I think is important, that Ryan would think is important to him. So you could see here I've got updates from Facebook, from MySpace, as well as here's a quick blog post from the MTV Buzzworthy that kind of pulls in. It's pulling that off the web. It's giving me sort of a view of that. So these are all the things, and this is my Kin Loop, all these things that matter to me. But one of the things I really like that we've done with Kin is make it extremely easy to share. And so I'm going to show you the latest way, or the newest way to share things on a phone, and particularly with Kin. And then as I click and hold some information, I drag it down here to the Kin spot. And the Kin spot gives me the ability to share pictures, videos, web pages, maps, anything that I have on my phone I can drag down and share into that spot. So I put some content in there. Now let me go over and I'll grab some of my close friends, and these are my favorites. And I'll explain favorites in a minute. I can drag people down here as well. And I drag them into the spot, and when I'm ready, I tap on my spot. I see the people that I want to share something with, the information I want to share with them, and I'm ready to go. So you can imagine somebody, I post something on my Facebook wall. It says, hey, let's go to this movie tonight. My other friends see it. They drag it into their spot. Drag in friends, very easily go into share, or map to the place that we're going that particular evening. I can easily click send. Kin knows if you've got text message, if you've got a mobile phone number or email, and I've got all that stuff in there for me, or I can go and upload that to one of my networks if that makes sense. Now this favorite screen, really key, because we all have friends on Facebook. Let's say they're using apps that maybe are annoying, whether it's a whatever game du jour, or there's just people that you want to stay in contact with really well. And what happens here is the people that I make my favorites, these are the people that get prioritized in my loop. So there's a set of people, we all have a set of people, whether it's 5, 10, or 50, that are really important to us. Those are the people you want to know what's going on. So those are the people that always get priority, and you'll see them pop up throughout the entire Kin experience. The other thing I wanted to show to you there is, first, Kin is the first phone to include Zune. So here I've got my full Zune library with me. And what I mean by that is not only have I loaded music, videos, podcasts, whatever those things that matter to me from my PC or from my Mac. So we've got a web-based client, we can pull things over Mac. But I also can come in with a Zune Pass, and I can come in and do a search, or I can flip in, and I have access to the entire Zune catalog. So millions and millions of songs that I can go and stream. I click and I can stream a song right from here, or do a search for a particular album artist that my friends are talking about. So Kin makes it really easy to really get into your music. So let me show you the Kin camera. The Kin camera is something that we spent a lot of time developing and making sure that whether you're in the middle of the day or whether you're in the middle of the night, you can take great pictures. The flashes on both of these phones are some of the best on the market. In fact, they're quite a few times brighter than anything else. They're Lumi LED flashes for the tech specs. This phone, the 2, actually has an 8 megapixel camera. The smaller one has a 5 megapixel camera. And so you see some of the pictures that were taken. I can favorite pictures. I can sideload things from my PC or Mac, or I can also come in and actually see the latest pictures from friends in my networks. But probably the thing that I like the most about the camera is there really is no limit to the amount of storage, because every picture that you take on your Kin phone is being backed up over the air to the Kin Studio, where you really have limitless storage. You could flip back to the pictures from last year and go and see them regardless of how many you've taken, because all of it's there in the service.
Now, can you show us a little bit more of the hardware? What happens when you flip it open, for example?
So I can flip open, and here I've got both of these phones. So this is the Kin 2, has a full QWERTY physical keyboard, as well as the Kin 1. Both of them are black. The Kin 1 has has a white dish in here, but both of these phones have very nice keyboard for people to go and use. This is the app screen, so you see some of the apps that come out of the box here. Of course, great text and MMS messaging, camera, music, ability to come in quickly and go and do searches, both searching any content on my phone, searching the web, or going and searching things near me using GPS.
Now, what if somebody wanted to switch to a different search provider? Is Bing hard-coded in, or could...
You can use any search provider you want through the browser. This particular search application is Bing, and it works really, really well, integrated in with location, so you can find the things you need really quickly.
Good deal. Well, John, thanks very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.